bring it over to your desktop, extract it, and you're going to have a folder like this. Once you go inside, you're going to see our new structure. You can see we have the GUI, the limit swap, the ping pong bot. We have been working on folder structure and just anything we can do to make this more user friendly. You can come in here and see the whole front end, the Flask application it's fully open source now. I know we had some problems with, there might still be some problems with Windows Defender flagging the Flask app here, the application. If it does happen, you just have to set an exception. There's not much we can do, but all the files are here, so you guys can inspect them. If you're a coder or you have any knowledge, you can see the code that we're actually using just to run the front end through the web server, so you guys can have an easier user experience. And then you can see the other two bots are placed in here, and the third one is coming soon. Now, all you got to do once you have it extracted, you don't have to do any of that. So now all you have to do if you're a user is come in here, hit start limit swap, and you're going to see some stuff pop up. So the first two things you saw was the bat file, which was launching our Flask server. So now I can close this stuff if I want. You can see here's the Flask app running. It's version 2.8. Boom, boom, boom. All right. It automatically opens a website. And here you go. You can see our new GUI for version 2.8. The new dev has been putting so much love into this, Koyabaya, and he's been an awesome addition to the team. So if you guys stop in the Discord, say hey, and tell him what a good job he's been doing, because this is just getting so much better. And I know that you guys are going to be able to tell after I go through some of the new features and kind of break down what you can do with this new UI now, because it's pretty amazing. So first thing you're going to see is a version control once you start, to make sure that you're on the most recent version. So it's going to pull the GitHub and tell you what the latest version is. You can even download it from here easily. And there's a new export setting, which this is amazing, by the way. So whenever you update, now all you do is export your settings it'll make it into a zip file. You can export it, it's going to put it into a backup, and then when you start the new version, you can download it, install it. There's a new feature here where you just go into the plugin and you're going to import the settings that you downloaded by just like going to the download file and importing that, and it's going to update all your files for you, so you don't have to do it. And then if you're missing something, it will ask you to update the settings. So from a user ease perspective, it's getting really, really nice, guys. I'm really happy about where we're at. So now here's a look at the new and improved version 2.8 GUI. So it's not running yet, so you'll see more magic once I start it, but basically we've just kind of streamlined everything and kept what was good, and we're adding new stuff, right? So you can see now we have the limit swap. We now have ping pong UI is now enabled. The chart didn't load, but ping pong UI is now enabled and working. We now have settings editable for ping pong and limit swap separately. We now have plugins where you can validate. Oh, that's not working, but I think it's just because my settings are incorrect. But you can check your settings in here, and we also have a built-in wiki that's being built and updated as we go here, that kind of gives descriptions of all the stuff that the bot is doing. So pretty damn cool, and there's extra links up here to get you to places you need to go faster as well. Now let's get into getting this started. So all you got to do to get started once you launch this is go into settings and say you want to run limit swap. You come in here, you're gonna put in your wallet address, your private key, select if you want to use more than one pair or many. You can see some of these things are gonna have tooltips. You're gonna select your max gas. All these settings are explained in the wiki, so make sure you check that out. So yeah, basically you're gonna use all your settings here, and then you're gonna come into here, and then to select, that is like to get your core like Ethereum address and stuff knocked in there so you can read the Ethereum blockchain. and then you're going to come in here and add some pairs. So we have some sample pairs here for limit swap, and we'll just start it up. So after that, you can literally just come in here and hit launch, and after a few moments you're going to see your logs moving. You're going to see it scanning your pairs. We now have logs printed semi real-time right here in the UI. You're going to have your transactions here. You're going to have any tokens that you have up here that are monitored, and it's going to show you the current price, the min price, the max price, and it's going to show all this stuff as it updates over time in here, which is really neat. So your price is going to be updated here in real time, and you're also going to be able to do, you know, weird stuff like pull up your wallet address and see all of the, you know, all of the recent transactions you've been doing. You can preview in Zerion, super cool. So we're trying to bring as many features in here. If you're living on the spot and you want to use it for a dashboard for Ethereum, as you can. If you want to add a token, we now have a new token edition. So much stuff, guys. And like I said, you just go through here, you set everything, all the stuff is here, and then you would add the token. And same thing, and you can also edit a token through drop down. So if you have something in here and you want to edit it, you can now use this. So no more messing with the JSON files. Everything is in here and usable. You can even pull up your buy orders on the chart by clicking it. So we're gonna have to shrink this to see where the entry was, because I think it was at $1. But you can pull up your buy and entry orders on the chart so you can see them with like a simple click here, which is also very neat. And yeah, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this and head over to ping pong, and we'll just kind of start this bot because I already have some settings in here, and you're gonna see something cool here. So we can put the monitoring of smart credit on the chart, and you can now see where your bands are. If you were using if you're using ping pong, you can now see where your offsets for the VWAP are, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's going to show you all this monitoring here. You're going to see your logs over here in real time for your prices, but you can also come in here and see the actual tickers of where it would be looking in real time. And the same thing, all the features are the same over here for adding and removing tokens. And yeah, I mean, overall, just a really good user experience. And I'm happy to see where this is going, and would love your feedback in the video, in the Discord, in the Telegram. And if you know, we have a small community so far, so if you know someone who might like using this or would find advantage in using a program like this, I know we're not all fancy and in the smart contract, and that we're a small like developer kind of focus group, but we're trying to make it easy for like the everyday user to use, easy enough for the everyday user to use, but still be technical enough for the people that want those extra features. So we'll continue monitoring the GitHub requests and talk with you guys in the community on what you'd like to see added in these bots. And we also have a new bot